everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review of DC versus Vampires World War V Darkness and Light #1. This is a new book from DC Comics. This is a little bit of a break of the DC versus Vampires story. So actually, I'm a little behind on the story, but these are two stories that just take place in a very specific amount of time. They are more connected to each other than they are to the rest of the ongoing stuff. So I just dove in and I wanted to check them out. And I'm very glad I did because I really enjoyed both these stories. So these are both written by Matthew Rosenberg. The Darkness story is illustrated by Nicola Sismisia with Francesco Segala. And the Light story is illustrated by Daniel Bayliss and Pierluigi Casolino on colors. Letters on Everything by Tom Napolitano. We have an Oda Schmidt doing the main cover. And in this book, two sides of the same story shown here in the incredible special. Wonder Woman, child of Themyscira, turned into a vampire, and Alfred, Butler of the Waynes, turned into a Green Lantern. Their paths couldn't be any more different, but each a chance encounter will force them to re-examine what it means to survive in a world ruled by darkness. Showcasing two sides of the same story, this double feature special issue illustrates how anger and vengeance can break you or fuel you, and how it can ruin your salvation. So in the first story, the Darkness story, we follow Wonder Woman as she takes in a new ward. I'll say that. I don't want to spoil who it is. I don't want to spoil the story. And she turns into a vampire, and she tries to get her to kind of just embrace the life of this vampire, but not everything can go according to plan, and there is a war going on, even though there's supposed to be a truce, and there's a lot of machinations happening. But yeah, having a sidekick when you are a vampire in a world at war, maybe it's not as easy as it sounds. And I think Wonder Woman learns that in this story the hard way. It's very well done, very well paced, and it's got a really, really cool payoff at the end. And then from there, like I mentioned, this story follows right up into Alfred and what he's been having to put up with as a Green Lantern, trying to fight vampires. Alfred has never been the one to be on the front lines. But now, because of the circumstances, he has to be, right. You get to see some really fun characters and cameos, and there's a lovely story here. There's a character that connects both stories. I mean, other than Alfred and Wonder Woman, there's one last character that was a surprise that he kind of connects both stories, and it's really fun to see what they've been up to in this world. But yeah, Alfred shows you how you can overcome the danger and with bravery and willpower, while Wonder Woman shows you what it can mean to turn into that darkness. So, very cool stuff. Beautiful art on both sides. They are very stylistically similar, which is cool because you get that same vibe that you're living in the same world. But they're very distinct for sure. Also, with the coloring, the Alfred story has a little bit more light. He is a Green Lantern, so the color palette's very, very different. Whereas the Wonder Woman story has a lot more darkness because obviously not only are vampires trying to avoid sunlight, but of course they just live in this more of the darkness and despair and everything that's showing up here. But yeah, very, very fun stories, both of them. It the thing that it did the most is make me want to catch up on the main story, which I think I think there's a break now, so I should be able to catch up and maybe keep going. But yeah, we'll be talking about DC versus Vampires World War V. I really love the first iteration of the story, and I can't wait to see what's been happening in this world. So, if you're reading this or if you're caught up, let me know what you think about this down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.